Here's a good look at the wildfires. You can't even see across the valley right now. We're taking some loads away from our cabin, so we're gonna hope for the best. Feel bad for all the people that lost their homes though. Some people lost their lives. Pretty sad. This is unfiltered. I had to start the trees just so you know I'm not messing around. Look at this. Is that crazy? We have a neon pink sun today. Well, that wasn't very fun, but we got it done. Pretty much looked like the ground. It had so much stuff on it, you couldn't even see the tin. So now it's all cleared up. It's probably been like this for a few years. But man, whoo, that's something else. But now if an amber falls on this deal, it'll probably be all right, or hopefully.
You gotta take him through a rock through to see what you got over here on the deck.
Okay, I'll check it out in a second, but I definitely blew off a lot of stuff, so. Whew. And I'm not a fan of heights either, and I'm kind of heavy, man. I was worried about this thing like buckling through, so. But it didn't, it held me. I stayed on the screws. All right. Got a lot of stuff on there. I know this deck's gonna be bad because there was stuff blowing off like a snowstorm. Let's see what it looks like out here. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. This is exactly what the roof looked like, actually. So, yeah. You can imagine how fast this would go up in flames. She gone now. She will be. So here you can see why farmers, ranchers hate coyotes, man. There's probably like 3 or 4 of them right here. See that right there? And if you look off in the distance, you can see a calf, right? They won't touch the big ones, but you know, they may try to, so you can see the cows, they know what's up. You can see them kind of going towards them. There they go, look. Yeah. Yeah, I see there's more coming. But that's why ranchers don't like coyotes. You can see in the far distance there's a calf sticking real close to the mom. Hopefully coyotes keep going. Actually, it's interesting. Look, you can see all the cows kind of go over towards the calf. See that? Yeah. So all the adults. That's cool. I've never seen that before. The adults go over to the calf. Yeah, interesting, man. Man, one thing we got to do here, we got to stop production a little bit, because with these fires looming, you can see here, man, this ain't no good. This is our neighbors. They haven't been here in years. So we got to get this cleaned up, man. When amber falls on this, from wood from 1985, watch out. So we'll get that all cleaned up, and then I might paint this guy's stuff too. But yeah, keep it going. I need a tree expert here. Got oaks, right? What do you think of this thing, man? Goes over the cabin. Pretty heavy, of course, some heavy branches up there. Is that one gonna last? Or is that gonna break one day? It looks pretty sketchy. This wood's so heavy too, man. Like you start getting up there on the branches, you'd be surprised, even small ones, how heavy they are. It's oak, dude. So let me know, wood expert, tree experts, if that's gonna hold. So this is our neighbor's property next to us. I've never met them, but they had a lot of leaves here. Cleared those out. That'll stop a little bit of the fire. I've heard that some of the fire team may be here too, so that's good. We were able to come in here and clean out under the deck and around the deck, most of it. Cut some of the tree limbs up there. I actually had one up here that I got to do. I also cleared out our neighbor's area over here. They haven't been here for years. I cleaned out the top of their trailer, but I cleared off some branches that were above here, and I'm gonna coat this. We're gonna get into that. So we're gonna get into it, man. And this one right here, man, I gotta get someone here. I'm kind of scared of this branch right here because it is over the power line. And I'll show you something that's scary here. I'll come over here, and this is what scares me. Okay, so here's this big branch, right? Look at this thing. And these things don't look like they're heavy, but dude, they are so heavy. Like that's probably, I don't know how much that weighs. It's probably a few hundred pounds, right? See that big long one that goes from here to here, right? And it goes right over that power line. All right, now I'm gonna show you the trick here, and check this out. Let's go look at the branch that's holding it together. What? Are you serious? It's a hollowed out tree, man. It's a hollowed out tree that's holding this big branch right here and that one that goes over the power line. See that? Sketchy. Well, here we are on top of the house, and we cleared off. We had a bunch of broken oaks. I know you got to be real careful when you trim oaks. There's some laws and stuff, but you can see even some of this stuff probably needs to come down. I'm not going to do it right now, but these look like they're almost dead. And those are dead, but there's not enough support over here underneath over the deck, so I'm kind of worried about standing on that. I'm even kind of sketchy standing on this because see there's 2 rows of beams here and there's nothing in between this, so I got to be careful how I walk. But these ones were breaking off and laying on the deck, and then we had ones over there that were laying on the power lines. We got those off, so not what I want to do, but sometimes you got to do. And I figure right now, you can see the sky right now. See, that's all brown. That's from the wildfires. It would normally be probably about 95 degrees out here, but it's only 70 degrees because there's so much smoke in the air. But I want to show you this because we are prepping for the coating. I'm going to coat this. I figured since I'm up here, they have the Tropicool, which is supposed to be flame retardant too. I think that's the only one that they make. I think it's Henry's makes it, and only Home Depot carries that brand, the Tropicool. So we are going to use that. But I want to show you what we're going to do is especially the screws that are over the cabin part. I'm not really too concerned on the ones that are over the deck, but the ones over the cabin, I really got to make sure are secure. But I want to show you. So when they put this in, they did that too, but you can see that this is failing. And so it doesn't take much to lift this whole thing off. And you can see that it's really not doing much, right? So I don't know what this is made out of right here. I don't think it's a silicone. I think this is like a acrylic. And I've heard mixed things on acrylic. So the Tropicool is a silicone. So we're gonna remove all these. There's a few more to go, and I'm gonna get, I washed it off. I can't really get a power washer up here, and they want us to limit water right now because of all the stuff going on. So, sorry. So what I did is I did wash it a few days ago before they warned me not to wash it anymore. But I got some of this stuff. It's a degreaser, and I'm just kind of going through and hitting, like it works really good. You can see right here, it doesn't take a lot of force either. And it cleans it off, and then I'll take a rag. And when you're done, it looks pretty new. So we're gonna prep this out and then hopefully start at least coating the screws today. And who knows, maybe I'll have enough time to coat the roof, but that's where we're at. That's probably about as clean as I'm gonna get it. Without having water here, I went through all my degreaser stuff, so it's pretty good. I mean, I would say this is probably cleaner than most RVs, you know, when they do it. So we'll start going over these bolts and sealing up holes when we find them. So we went through and I sealed all the bolts. If there was something missing, I kind of filled it in. Man, this stuff's really good. You put it down and it smooths out. It's pretty thick. I can tell it's pretty industrial-like. So I think I'm gonna wait just a few minutes and I'm gonna go. I'll probably bring up a bucket maybe and start over there. But just wanna make sure all the bolt holes were really sealed up good. You know what, I'm gonna put a stop to it. I don't want to, I wanna finish it. I hate leaving things undone, but there's too much ash floating around, and I'll show you here. You can see, let's see if I can see that right there. So we're gonna pause and we'll come back, and we'll come back next weekend, and hopefully the fires get a little bit more under control. There's not as much ash in the air, but it's just dark gray skies right now.